Hey everyone, I just made 30 different greeting cards. They are all the same design but look a little different based on the colors used. It's a fun mix of painting, cutting, gluing, so many fun steps all in one craft, and I want to show you how I made them.
The first step to make these fun Home is Where Your Heart Is cards is to paint a big piece of paper. So this is the hardest part just because you have to wait and let it dry. But once you have your big piece of paper dry, you can use any kind of colors, paint you want, you are ready to get started. I've picked up a blank greeting card here that we're going to use as our base to build off of. You could also just fold paper if you have it on hand to keep it simpler, but this will be what we build off of. And I'm going to begin by first cutting a piece of this paper in the shape of a rectangle to be my house. From there, I'm going to cut a roof for my house. And because Valentine's Day is coming, we might stay in this red, purple, pink. I think the purple, this is where you get to really play with colors and contrast and see what you like. For this card, I'm going to go with a lighter pink, and I'm going to just cut a big rectangle that I think might work for the roof. This is where you kind of have to eyeball it and just see. I think my roof is a little bit too long, so I'm going to trim it down a little bit, and that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to glue that in place. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I love reusing things that you might normally just throw away. So here I have some packaging that might be tossed out normally after you open a box, but it adds a fun texture, and it's paper. Looks really cool, the contrasting rustic with the fun intentional color. It just kind of pops. So I'm going to do this as my heart. You could use more painted paper, construction paper, craft paper, scrapbook paper, book pages, any kind of different paper you might like to be your heart. And then I'm going to glue that down. The last step I'm going to do is to add stitching. It's just another texture. It's a nice detail, just kind of sets it apart from other cards that you might receive or send out. So I'm going to stitch an outline on this, and then my card will be complete.
Go. That is how you sew one of these cards. I love the added texture on the inside that you can see and feel and enjoy with these cards, but such a fun craft to make, and now it will bring some joy and hopefully help someone else feel loved.